Today we are going to reveal to you why it is important to stop masturbating. We are going to delve into the nuances of desire and the subtle notes of pleasure, exploring a topic as intimate as it is provocative, self-satisfaction. However, we will not approach it in the conventional way. On this journey, we will tear away the veil that covers sensuality and self-control from a Stoic philosophical perspective. Stay until the end to discover a limitless journey where philosophical teachings are intertwined with the intensity of passion, and if Stoic teachings are your thing, I recommend you subscribe to our channel to find high data. We begin. The Stoics, masters of self-control and wisdom, approached the view of pleasure and lust from a unique perspective. From the words of Epictetus to the intimate thoughts of Seneca, they explored the depths of human passions, leaving a legacy that still captivates us. For the Stoics, masturbation was not just a search for carnal satisfaction, but an opportunity to explore the limits of the body and mind. They saw it as an exercise in self-knowledge and a path to true freedom. In his philosophy, mastery over the passions, even in the midst of pleasure, was an achievement that elevated the human spirit. Epictetus stated that it is not nights of pleasure, but self-control, that distinguishes a good man. In this context, the ability to enjoy pleasure by understanding and containing it makes a difference in someone who has reached a higher level of self-awareness. Instead of being slaves to our desires, we must be their masters, as Seneca reminds us with his sharp philosophical insight. Stoic reflection on masturbation is not simply about repression, but about deep understanding and mastery of oneself. This translates into the ability to channel our emotions into a conscious journey of self-exploration. Pleasure is not found only in fleeting satisfaction, but in understanding, accepting and embracing our deepest inclinations. Masturbation, from this point of view, is not just a physical act, but an intimate dance between our passions and our reason. It is an active connection with oneself where body and mind intertwine in a symphony of pleasure and internal exploration. It is a reminder of our humanity and our ability to experience pleasure in a way that elevates us above our most base impulses. Let's look at masturbation from the bold perspective of the Stoics, not as unlimited indulgence, but as an opportunity for deeper self-knowledge. The hypothalamus, the main control region of our brain, begins to coordinate a series of both physiological and emotional responses. The amygdala, in charge of our emotions, shines like a beacon in the night, weaving our deepest desires into the fabric of our sensory experience. However, here lies the intriguing twist: our mind not only reacts to pleasure, it has the ability to step it up. Masturbation becomes an act of personal sensory exploration, where our most intimate ideas merge with sensations, generating a deeply revealing and empowering experience. The mind and body, in their harmonious dance, remind us that masturbation is not reduced to a simple physical act, but is a holistic experience. In this moment of self-exploration, our mind becomes the stage where our deepest desires, our boldest dreams, and our deepest passions unfold. Additionally, masturbation can be an act of connection not only with ourselves, but also with our partners. By exploring our bodies and fantasies, we can share that intimacy with those we love, creating a bond of trust and unbreakable complicity. At the end of the day, masturbation becomes both a sensory and emotional journey, where our mind and body merge in a shared ecstasy, allowing us to know our limits more deeply and experience pleasure in a way that goes beyond the purely physical. However, there is a dark side to the world of masturbation, where many people fall, and it is our duty to make it clear that this should not be abused. From the Stoic perspective, every action has consequences, not only for us, but also for the natural order of the universe. When we let ourselves be carried away by our most intense desires, in the case of uncontrolled masturbation, we lose that harmonious connection with nature that the Stoics value so much. We become prisoners of our desires, moving away from authentic inner serenity. Compulsive masturbation can trigger an emotional whirlwind in our being, where guilt, shame, and dissatisfaction become constant companions. The Stoics instruct us in controlling our intense emotions, reminding us of the importance of maintaining balance and moderation in all our actions. Through introspection and self-regulation, by consciously facing our emotions, we learn to manage them in a healthy and constructive way. Often, after dealing with overwhelming emotions after masturbation, we seek solace in external activities such as compulsive shopping, overeating, alcohol, and other forms of escape. However, the Stoics urge us to find inner peace within ourselves. True satisfaction lies in our self-control and our ability to find joy in the simple and virtuous. If you're enjoying what you've seen so far, I encourage you to show your support by clicking the I like it, which you will find just below. Your support is essential so we can continue bringing you quality content. Let me share an inspiring personal story. I know someone who used to struggle with compulsive masturbation, seeking momentary refuge and pleasure, but facing an emotional storm after each act. After immersing himself in Stoic teachings and practicing self-control and self-regulation, that person experienced a profound transformation. He learned to face his desires and emotions consciously, finding true joy in self-control. Now live a life of inner peace and authenticity, unenslaved by momentary desires. True satisfaction comes from living according to our deepest principles and values. When we get carried away by fleeting desires, we lose sight of what we really value in life. Compulsive masturbation can separate us from our noblest purposes and distance us from true happiness, which is found in virtue and inner peace. By practicing meditation and mindfulness, we can foster the mental serenity necessary to resist temptations and cope with our emotions in a healthy way. This compulsion becomes an obstacle to mental serenity, attraying us into a cycle of desire and regret, leading us away from the gentle peace found in self-control and moderation. Ultimately, living in harmony with our principles is the path to authentic inner peace. Although masturbation practiced in moderation and self-control can be part of a healthy and satisfying sexual life, when we give in to intense desires and lose balance, that valuable inner peace fades. The Stoics invite us to reflect on our actions, to bravely face our emotions, and to find true satisfaction in self-control and moderation. So I invite you to reflect on your own practices and desires. Remember that true freedom lies in self-control and the ability to live by our highest values. Masturbation, like any other act in our lives, must be evaluated under these teachings. Find the strength to live a life where every lesson reflects your true self and find the inner peace you long for. May you find peace in every choice and live in harmony with your true self. In the pursuit of pleasure, true power lies in self-control and reflection. Momentary desires can divert our attention from what we truly value, but by facing our emotions bravely and practicing moderation, we find lasting inner peace. Stoic wisdom teaches us that true freedom comes from mastering oneself and living in harmony with our deepest principles. In every conscious choice, we find true satisfaction and the essence of a full and virtuous life. Have you ever wondered if you really have control over your deepest desires? Reflect on this and share it in the comments. We want to know your thoughts and experiences related to the practice of Stoicism and how it has influenced your life. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss future content on philosophy, self-control, and personal growth. Until next time.